Hey friends, it's Melanie here from melanieknights.com. Welcome, I hope this episode finds you well. Today, I want to discuss with you success, the recipe for success. Because I feel successful, right? And success to me does not mean many houses, it doesn't mean tons of stuff, it doesn't mean millions and millions in the bank. But as far as I'm concerned, I've been successful. And I want to break down for you my recipe for success. The things that I feel I've been successful in life with. I also want to share with you why it is that so many people aren't successful. Why it is they feel unsuccessful and like failures. So I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope it provides you with some insight into how you can be more successful and how you can achieve those dreams and goals that you have. Let's get started. When we look at people who we believe to be successful, we tend to approach it with they have something we want, we don't have it. But when we look at those people, we put them on this pedestal and we also make a lot of assumptions about them. We make a lot of assumptions about success. We believe there is this specific recipe for success. Whatever your goal is, you believe there is one specific route that you must take to get there. I don't believe that to be true. I don't believe that to be successful in any area of your life, whatever success looks like for you, I don't believe there is one particular route. I don't believe there is one particular strategy. Because the reality is everything works. Just everything doesn't work for you. Everything doesn't work for me. You have to find the strategy which works best for you. And when we look at success, and whether that means money, job title, whether that means happiness, love, friendship, connection, whether it's, having freedom, whatever success looks like for you, we believe there to be this recipe, and this recipe is around money. It's around connection, like networking, right? We know the right people. They know the right people. It's about, we believe it to be about being lucky. How many times have you said, well, she's just lucky. She was in the right place at the right time. These things are not true. I feel successful. I lost 60 pounds of fat. And not only did I lose 60 pounds of fat, I've kept it off. I've kept it off for longer than the odds would tell you somebody should. Right? Most of the time we read these statistics about weight loss and it's like people lose it but they gain it back. I fought those odds. I lost 60 pounds and I've kept it off for 4 years and counting. I created a lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. A lifestyle which involves movement, healthy eating. It involves moderation. I'm still able and allowed to eat the foods that most people see as bad and banned from their diets. I managed to build my own business. I managed to create a lifestyle which embodies how I want to live my life. I'm able to travel. My job is not dependent on a location. I can work from wherever I want in the world. I'm able to spend quality time with my son. I'm able to spend time with my husband. I'm able to wake up every single day excited, looking forward to what I get to do. Whether it's speaking to amazing clients, whether it's creating, whether it's building a coaching package, whether it is recording these videos, whatever it is, I'm excited to do. I'm excited to show up. I'm excited to invest my time, spend my time. I don't get those Monday morning blues. I'm never going, yay, it's the weekend. Like, it doesn't, the 7 days a week are 7 days a week. There's no excitement and sadness. There's no, oh, damn it, it's Sunday night, tomorrow is Monday. That feeling has gone. And I did not believe that could be possible. You hear all the time people who say, if you find a job that you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I was like, that's not true. For decades. Because from a really young age, I knew I wanted to work for myself, but I had zero passion. I had zero desire. I had no idea what I was going to do. And so I was like, you just like, that's bullshit. Like, that's just something people say. They just tell you that just to make you feel better, right? Because we're all walking around doing jobs that we hate. Now, there are people walking around employed doing jobs that they love. And there are business owners doing things they hate. So what makes it successful? What makes me different? Because I don't have tons of money. I don't have investors. I don't have a team behind me in my business. I do everything myself. I, created a lifestyle which is healthy. I create a lifestyle which I love. What? How? Why? I'm not lucky. I wasn't in the right place at the right time. I don't know the right people because up until really this year, I was the most introverted person I know. So what is different? The difference is from a really young age, or from my teenage years, I had a fire behind me. A fire which was, I am destined to do more. I am destined to be more. I'm not going to settle for mediocre. I'm not going to settle for what everyone else believes to be true about the world. I challenged the status quo. I challenged those people that say, you can't lose weight. I challenged the people who said to me, you can't eat whatever you want and lose weight. I challenged the people who told me that leaving the comfort of a 9-to-5 job was the worst thing I could do. I challenged the people who said to me when I handed my notice in, but what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? Because I know that if I went down that rabbit hole of what if it doesn't work, it wouldn't work. I know if I have a plan B, it distracts from plan A. I know when I have a backup plan, that's the plan I'm going to follow. Right? If I went into my weight loss journey saying, that's okay because I have a backup plan. I don't know what that backup plan could have been, but let's say I go into it with a backup plan. My attention's always going to be on that backup plan. My attention is never going to be on, let's see what I can actually do. Let's see how hard I can work. Let's see what I can achieve. Let's see how I can prove to myself, more importantly than anyone else, that I can actually do this. It's not easy. Let me be clear, it's not easy. And this mindset is certainly not for everyone, right? Businesses fail every single year, year after year. Entrepreneurs fail. They fail because they believe they have failed. They don't fail because anyone sees it that way. Because if you ask any entrepreneur, if you ask any online or in-person entrepreneur who's building a business and a business they love, what's their biggest fear? Their biggest fear is having to go back to a 9-to-5, going back into employment, going back to corporate. That's their biggest fear. But if that had to happen, nobody is going to tell you that you are a failure. Nobody is going to say to you, you're a loser. Because the reality is that being able to say it didn't work out, going back to a 9-to-5, doesn't mean it's done. It doesn't mean it's the end. You have to take the same approach with every goal that you want to succeed in. So I don't care if you are looking to run a marathon and maybe you haven't even run a 5K yet. Maybe that's your dream. I want to run a marathon. I want to see what that feels like. I want to be crossing that finish line with those people there to get that medal. I want to see what that feels like. Perhaps you want to enter a powerlifting meet. Perhaps you want to improve your health. Maybe you are trying to improve your health so that you can have kids or so that you can live a long and healthy life. Maybe you want to climb the corporate ladder. Maybe you want to build a business. Whatever your goal is, whatever you want to create a life so that you have more freedom to travel. Whatever your goal is, you have to approach it with the same mindset. Don't have a plan B. Don't have a safety net, a backup plan. Now, I'm not saying be irresponsible. I'm saying if you have a backup plan which you believe in more than plan A, it's game over. If you believe in plan B and your backup plan, your safety net, if you believe in that more than you believe in plan A, then it's not going to work. You have to believe in plan A more than you believe in anything. I'm building a business. Can I go back to a 9 to 5? Of course, but that is not where my attention is. My attention is not going to be in what job will I get if this doesn't work. My job is this is going to work. My attention is here, not over here. You have to follow it with the same mindset. And as I said, this mindset is not for everybody. In my experience, there are people who will do more and be more because they have a desire. They have a belief that they can be and do more. They have a desire and a belief that they were put on this world to do more than follow the status quo. They believe that they have a voice. They have an idea. They have a vision. They are creative. Doesn't mean they're an artist, but they're creative. They have ideas. They have options. Those people have to be allowed to put these things into action. And when they are continually knocked down, that is when they don't put them into action. It's when they are told that their backup plan should be more of a priority than their dream. Now, that is to me the reason I have been able to do these things. I don't have tons of money behind me. I don't have a team of people. Everything you see is myself. Everything I do is me. I don't have a huge network of people that I follow. I'm an introvert, right? I'm kind of, most of the time it's me and my business and my office. What I have is a passion. I know and understand why I am here. I know and understand why it is that I chose to go down this route. Where I am right now is not where I planned to be 5 years ago. My job title is not personal trainer. That is one of my qualifications. But by showing up, ignoring the naysayers, and keeping on, that is what led me to this point. There is no plan B. There is no backup plan. To some people, that's an anxiety attack. To some people, that is like, oh my God, what is wrong with her? She's crazy. I'll be crazy. But we are so willing to bet on people's failures. We are so willing to put all our money in on our failures, on our lack of success. We are so willing to put the money down on this ain't gonna work. What if we didn't do that? What if we started to bet on ourselves? What if that's where all our bet went, all our money went? We bet on ourselves. Because as far as I'm concerned, this is my longest commitment, is to me, right? The longest commitment I have to anyone in this world is to myself. My longest commitment is not to my husband. It's not to my son. I have been with myself for 30 years. And I want to have many more years with me. And so the way I commit to myself is the way I show up in the world. I refuse to show up anything other than who I am, what I want to be, and I want to help women. And I want to help women do and be more. I want to help women who also have this feeling inside of them that they are designed, they are here to do something else. Right? Whatever it is, and they have this calling, and they feel alone, because that's how I felt for a really long time. Those are the women that I want to help, because I know that with the right mindset and the right tribe of women behind us, we're unstoppable. We are unstoppable. Because when you know what you are doing serves a bigger purpose, when you know your why, when you know what you want to do, and it's aligned with everything you put out into the world, how you live your life, how you treat other people, how you show up, it's a win. It's a win because you are going to be successful, because success to you is not about more money, more people. It's about what you feel in here, and that is what is important. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's episode of Lose, Live, Learn. You can go and get all of the show notes over on my website if you just go to www.melanieknights.com/blog. You will find this week's episode there. It has all the show notes and breaking down everything that I talk about in today's episode into a few easy to digest paragraphs. And I will see you next week. Thank you guys. Love you.